FA Trophy.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you both then? Just give me 50 quid each. We'll speak anyway after.
No, thank you.
You laughing at?
I was quite interested in these fixtures especially the Isthmian fixtures, because if I'm right in saying one of the last home fixtures of the season was Felixstowe, wasn't it? Because I remember seeing it. And then the first one this season is Felixstowe, which is unusual because normally all they all seem to do most of these leagues is just swap them from home to the away, don't they?
Yeah.
Strange. Right, let me just retweet this out and then we'll be there.
How do you think you're going to get on, Mark?
Say again, Bill.
How do you think you do Tuesday night?
I think we win, mate. I still think we win.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll have 2 players back just to bolster the squad, mate. So, yeah, I think we win, mate. I think we win.
I might come. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of going to Benfleet because Leighton got a replay in it, but Benfleet's wrecking it.
You got any? He's got teams anytime soon?
No, they don't. Who did they play? You yesterday?
Yes.
I don't know when I've got them, but they're normally a good side. Were they good?
They're okay. They've got some good players.
Louis Walsh played. They signed Louis Walsh, didn't they?
Yes.
Oh.
They signed Walshy. They've got the blonde kid who was at Didcot. I liked him. Jensen Wright, his name is. Good player.
Yeah.
Good player. They're playing Westy centre half. They're very slow.
Westy, yeah. He usually I always thought him as a centre half, but then last year he played in the 10.
Yeah.
He's gone back at centre half, is he? Yeah.
They're putting back at centre half. Yeah.
Okay. Was they good or was you?
No, we mixed the teams up. We took 21 players with us, and we were going into. I think we had 5 injuries out. So what we've done is just give the boys minutes. That's been doing a pre-season with us, so we just mixed it in.
Yeah. Scoreline sometimes doesn't paint the picture, does it? Really?
No, we wasn't good. Pitch was slow, but I think we had 75-80% of the ball. They just allowed us to have it. We had about 15, 16 shots. Just then they were not ever in the squad. Just playing into that's.
Yeah.
But they've got some good players. They've got some players who will score, who will put you under pressure.
Well, welcome to a brand new season of course, the Reposs Manager's View, and I'm glad to say that the lads are back and in fine form. And it's also a massive hello to course manager Wolf from Abbey, Billy Holland. Welcome, Billy.
Thank you. Cheers, Dave.
Of course, Mr. Wellingarden City, the man with all the money, Mr. Mark Weatherstone as well. How are you, mate?
Oh, good, mate. Good evening, Dave.
And the man who looks like he's finally had his kitchen done up as well. Look, Mr. Paul Howsey.
It's nearly done. I've just got to get the decorating done now. And that's happening in a couple of weeks when I'm on holiday. Lovely.
So, lads, I mean, I suppose to start off, I know we played FA Cup games, or a couple of you played FA Cup games yesterday, but I mean, what's the pre-season been like? I mean, we spoke at the end of last season about that awful day of coming back to sort of first day of training and whether or not if your players are going to turn up. I mean, everybody so far happy with their squads and people turning up, and how the pre-season's gone so far?
If any manager tells you they're happy, they're lying.
Any manager what?
If any manager says they're happy over pre-season, they're lying to you. No one can enjoy pre-season.
I'll be honest with you, my pre-season's been a bit mixed, and again, for me, I've had to build the side again because I've lost so many players. But on the flip coin is I've kept a few, and the ones I've kept are the ones really. Obviously, I lost Macca to go to Wingate, which he's going to step up, which, you know, we can't blame him for that. And Clemo wanted to go and play with his mates at step 5. So on yesterday's performance, and I ain't going to run away with that, but it looked really good. And the players I brought in, I'm really pleased with. I ain't going to lie.
Mark?
What's the question? Sorry, Dave.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Pre-season. So I've hated pre-season. but listen, I'm the same as every manager. I mean, I've kept a lot of players, but I've got a lot of teachers, so they have to go away in pre-season. I've had a lot of injuries still for them from last year, so although I've retained a lot, I've not really had a pre-season. I've had about 50% of my squad available to me. So when you're talking about shapes, set pieces, I've not done hardly anything of it. So yeah, but listen, there's no excuse for me. I'm just gonna be late with all that. So it's pre-season. It's the level we're at. It's the money we pay. I can't hold them to it. They've got to go away, and that's that. So as much as it annoys me, I can't change it. So yeah, it's not been great. It's what it is.
Really?
I actually enjoy pre-season.
Oh, get out of here, Bill.
I do. I actually do. I like to see the boys that turn up who don't get paid. So
Yeah.
it's the hustle and bustle that you're always trying to give someone an extra £10, £20, etc., etc. But when you see them turning up on a field somewhere on a Monday, on a Tuesday or Thursday night, running their heart out, it's something quite nice about it. I'm honest. I've kept 95% of the squad. So it'll be a couple of years back to back with the playoffs. They're starting to all understand exactly what we need now. So yes, it's been quite good.
Have you kept Mr. Barker?
Baker?
Baker, so yeah.
Yes, yeah. Kept Baker. Yeah, kept really everyone. Everyone that I wanted to keep, I've kind of kept.
So, I mean, talking about games, that from this week or in the last week, and got to ask you, Billy, about the amount of people that were there for that game against Leyton Orient midweek. I mean, you must have been really pleased with the attendance for that, because we were sitting there, we reckon it must have been well into four figures.
Yeah, I think it was 1,600, around about 1,600 there. It felt like a playoff game, if I'm honest with you, with the atmosphere, but it was without the stress. We had 4 or 5 players missing, so I knew it'd be good for a certain amount of time, and I knew they'd just overpower us at the end, and that's what they kind of done. But the boys are brilliant.
I mean, I had a conversation with somebody that said that I didn't think it was a 3-1 game. I thought you really did hold your own in that game.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. First half, I thought it was good. I knew we'd have to give out possession to them. I knew that was going to be the case. I literally a couple of weeks ago went and watched Crawley. I had the pleasure of going in there and watching them play Crystal Palace, and they played the similar formation. So I kind of learned a lot from that, speaking to the Crawley people on how they do it, why they do it, and it kind of opened my eyes up to know how to half stop Orient.
That smudger.
Yes.
Quality guy, absolute quality guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, you said that you played Tame, summer league side at the weekend. I mean,
Yep.
you said you had a few out, a few injuries and stuff. But I mean, still pleased with the performance.
Not really. It's more the effort, really. It was like we can fight, and we can fight for every yard against Leyton Orient, and then when we play Tame, we go there and just expect to win, and that's the mentality that kept us where we was last season. So that's the thing that I'm trying to change throughout the squad. Every game should be at the same. I know it isn't, but every game I need them to raise their game to the level that I know they can play at.
And they've got to, that level's got to be at 100% in it for the weekend, because you've got, probably a title contender straight up.
Yeah, definitely they'll be one of the favourites. Felix, though, they was one of the favourites last season. They've got a couple of their players back that went missing last year, and they've lost a couple, but on whole, they're going to be a very, very good team.
Is it one of those things, though, because your first game, I mean, especially with Felix, because of course they've ended up losing their managers as well. So I mean, is it a case of somebody else is coming in now, and is it a case of having to do your homework on them a little bit to see if there's got a different playing style?
They played the two people that took over played from last season.
Yeah.
So I know that things won't be too different. I've sent people to watch Felix already, just to see if everything's kind of quite similar. A couple of personnel changes, but the basis of how they play is quite similar to how they played last season. So I think they will use that blueprint and carry on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark, I mean, yourself, I mean, your game at the weekend seemed to be quite exciting, especially if anybody went home early. They missed most of the action, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's a great advertisement for the FA Cup. You know, especially one for the neutral. Lots of goals, lots of chances, and everything. You know, sending offs. So yeah, it's quite exciting for the neutral, but not for me. If it's the perfect, you know, when people talk about the highs and lows of football, our game really was a perfect example of that. You know, you sort of start the game. I knew we're a 60-minute team at the minute because we've got a lot of players coming back. I had to throw them straight in on Saturday from coming back from holidays and injury. So I knew we had to have a good first half, which we did. Lots of chances, to be fair. I think the same story as last year. Lots of chances, couldn't finish our chances. So yeah, I was really pleased with the first half, but it's the same story as last year when we played Biggleswade. We dominated the first half, and they scored in the last kick of the half, same as Saturday just gone. We dominated the first half, and they got a free kick, and last kick of the game they managed to go in 1-0 at half time. So it gave them a lot of confidence. It was a bit of a sucker punch for us. But listen, we was full of confidence knowing that we would create good 8 to 10 chances in that first half. So if we just, I know it's never the same, but if it's similar in the second half, we will definitely. It can't happen again where you have every chance and not score. So it was a 360 to be fair, mate, or 180 if you like. They done us in the second half. They had a lot of chances. My keeper kept us in it. They could have easily scored 3 or 4 if I'm being totally honest. With a couple of half chances. So we rode our luck for periods of the second half, and then we got an equaliser, an own goal from a corner, 1-1. If I'm totally honest with you, based on our first half performance and Biggleswade's second half, I think a draw was maybe fair. If anything, we probably edged it on chances overall. But you know how football goes. We then scored an equaliser in the 89th minute, and then scored what I thought would be the winning goal in the 93rd minute. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time. They then get a man with through on goal. They get a man sent off in the 94th minute. That free kick, it's a weird one, mate, because that free kick, I've asked one of our players, I won't name him, one of our players to put it in the corner and keep it in the corner just to run out of time. He then decides to boot it out the pitch. When I first thought we'd do it, I thought, okay, fine, still killing time. But then a second later, I'm thinking, no, we're going to be giving the ball back to them from their throw-in. Obviously, the throw-in goes back to the keeper, goes to their right back. They launch the ball forward. They get the second balls. They run through our units, get into our box, win a penalty. So, it's madness how football goes. And then they scored, obviously, in the 95th, 96th minute or whatever. God knows where the referee got the extra time from. But listen, there's no excuses. We need to manage the game and defend better. Think about how to manage the game better. So yeah, mate. Yeah, it was very. It was up and down for me. Exciting for the neutral. But you know what? I take a lot of positives from the game, knowing the situation we're in with our players, the chances we create in the first half. I think we'll be totally fine. We've got players coming back today and tomorrow from holiday, so it just bolstered the squad, as I said earlier. And I think we're good. I think we're good this year.
Is the replay pain on the backside because of the first league game at the weekend, or is it something that you're quite happy about?
Yeah, I wanted my pitch to have another 2 weeks away on Saturday, or another 10 days of breathing time. We reseeded it again. We've had a lot of work over it. Please, the rain come. I think a lot of rain come about 2 weeks ago, which has helped it massively. But yeah, I didn't really want to be on it until our first home game, if you like. But it is what it is. We'll get used to it, adjust to it before our first home game in the league. And it's a pain in the ass because I want to be through. I want to be through the next round playing against Billy's lot. But yeah, we have to do it again, go again, and try and do it a second time asking.
And where's that if you do get Billy's lot? Is it your place or his place?
It's our place.
Your place.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of mutual people. I think my assistant manager is really close with a lot of Wolverhampton lot. So I think Wolverhampton want to play us. So it'd be a nice outing if we do get a win. And both teams, there's a lot of respect for both teams. So it'd be nice if we can get a game against them. But we've got to try and beat Biggleswade first, which is a tough ask.
But you and Ronnie, the only ones that didn't get on at the weekend, then?
Yeah, there's not a top that fits Ronnie at the minute. Our new kit isn't arriving until tomorrow, so we've got him an extra one there. Yeah, listen, we register ourselves just for the worst case scenario, you know. he was ticking over the summer. I was trying to do a little bit over the summer. So yeah, the worst case scenario would be used. We had to put ourselves on the bench to pack it out. So yeah, maybe he'll get a few minutes right at the end of the season. Hopefully, he'll get a few minutes at the end of the season.
But Paul, great start for you though.
Yeah. I'll just touch back on pre-season. I think we pre-season for a change. I've been a bit critical of them, but then, having them one game, Holliston away, I was a bit disappointed in our performance that night. But taking that into the cup game, which was always, I see a lot of things on social media, saying that it could be, potential banana skin. But I've got to be honest. Credit where it's due. I thought that the boys from the minute go, they started on the front foot. We took it to them, and we got 2 goals in 20 minutes, and we just went on from there. We dominated. I know Brett might have a little opinion they could have scored 1 or 2, or had the chance, half chances, but I'll probably say that we could have probably won that a little bit. Probably 6 or 7. So I thought it might be. I was worried about it. It's like when these Step 5 teams come up and they play you. They always step their game up for these games. And luckily, I told the boys preset in the changing room what to expect and what you're going to get. And it's good. They listened. I've got a very young side. Other than probably Rolfie and Jack, they're probably going to kill me for this. But other than them 2, they're probably the oldest 2 in the team. Oh, Mitch as well. Sorry, but other than that, I've got a really young side, and it's great that I see them, the way they play, the way they move the ball, the way they get it quickly. Don't want to give too much away, but with Mark being in the interview, but it was a joy to watch it. So I actually come away and I went out and I look back on it, and it was quite. If you look at the goals, all 5 quality goals. I thought it was all good goals. The way they moved, the way we played through the middle, played through the thirds. Like I asked, I said our strength would be out wide, and a couple of our goals come from widthways. Leaving likes of having young Rashan back, who was with me probably 3 years ago. And he was only a young lad then. He's come back and he was outstanding. Max in the middle. I've got 2 new left and right backs, outstanding. Keeper, brilliant. He didn't have a lot to do. What he did, he done very well, and very professional. And I was really pleased with that. You've got to remember, like the striker, the 2 strikers. Even Gab's come on. He's 18. The striker who started 18. They're young lads. But they're hungry young lads, and they both scored. So it gives me a right little dialogue, so early on in the season, because I know there's going to be people that ain't happy that ain't playing, but I think that I still need 1 or 2, and one were there. But if I can keep these players and we develop them, not only I've got new players, I've got new coaches. I've got 2 new coaches, so. And they bring in different ideas, and it's great. I'm really, really pleased. I'm pleased with the performance, and they're a good club, very nice. I don't, you see a little bit of bad press, I think, about AFC Welling, but I think that they conducted themselves. I thought they was really nice people, and enjoyed their company, and then they obviously streamed the game and etc. So, good luck to them. I think they'll do well, but. I had a little chat with Brett after, and I think he's come up against our side that are just starting to gel together. And then I said that to him, so he shouldn't be too disheartened. We all know that we're not going to win the FA Cup, but and our bread and butter's in the league. So, and that's what he's got to focus on now.
Well, do football web pages know something that all of us don't know?
Yeah, we got a draw. Yeah, 5-5. They scored 5 in extra time.
Well, I say, because according to football web pages, even though you won 5-0, you've got to play a replay on Tuesday night.
Well, I thought you won't be there. Definitely won't be there.
So, I mean, I would ask Billy this question, but it would be a silly question to ask Billy, because I was going to ask Billy, who do you think the favourites are to win the Isthmian North? Well, that's just a stupid question to ask you, because everybody knows, in Malden and Tiptree, I would assume. You'd agree?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
With the finances and the player power they've got.
Mm.
Spoke to the manager last year. He's actually a really nice man.
Mm. Nice.
So he knows what comes with the money and the players. So he knows the pressure that comes with it. So I think they should.
Mm.
Will they? I don't know. Felixstowe, Lowestoft. There's some really strong teams in there.
Mm.
Quite an
Mark and Paul, what about you? Who's the favourites? I mean, last year we picked out Real Bedford and Beaconsfield. I mean, what's the name last year? Berkhamsted. What about this year?
We'll be looking at wearing you.
I'm skint.
After their last performance.
I'm skint. We ain't got no money.
I don't know. I think you've got to look at Biggleswade Town and Hitchin, naturally, haven't they? And Marlow. The ones who get relegated, you've got to look at those.
We obviously played Hitchin on Tuesday, drew 0-0. They won on penalties, but I think I think the same teams are going to be up there. I honestly do, and I'll say I think Tame will be up there. I think Leighton Town are going to be up there. I think Hitchin, Biggleswade. I think it's going to be quite. People say it's a little bit. I think it's going to be very competitive, our league. And we got Leighton Saturday. Obviously, Mark's got to be up. Everyone will be up there, and I see it already where we're going to be mid-table. So I'll take that.
Someone said to me, Milton Keynes Irish.
Irish, yeah, I'll put them up there. They've got a good budget, doing well. One year DLC beat Redbridge. Bill.
They beat Haybridge, didn't they?
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah. Haybridge have got a lot of good players in. A lot of solid players in. If you look at their team sheet, they've got all the top players from last year's top teams who was in and around it, not guaranteed starters, but in and around it. And they've put a team together with them. So Haybridge Swift should be up there this season.
Yeah, so and they beat them 3-1, did they, or something?
3-2.
Yeah.
3-2. I think, and MK Irish should be up there, for sure. What I've been hearing about them, I think I'll actually fly back the day we've got them. So I'm hoping I land and I can get to the game. But I've heard good things about them from last season as well. But yeah, listen, it's all I want to do is, and I know I've got probably one of the toughest starts on Saturday because I think that's a tough game, Leighton away, without a shadow of a doubt. And then obviously if we can get points there and win, and we can win on the Tuesday, then I'll get a better start, and that's all I can ask for. A good start, and I think it's going to be tough. I don't know if Mark agrees. I do think it's going to be tough, our league this year.
No?
Never know, really. I didn't think last year was particularly that strong because obviously you got Real Bedford and Burco just sort of run away with it. Yeah, I don't know. On paper it looks strong, but what you hear, we got MK Irish on Saturday. I've not heard too much about him, just from what Paul said now. So it's we had watched on Haybridge Swifts. So yeah, we'll see. Other than the teams that have been up there last year and come down there, the ones I think will be there or thereabouts. And but you never know. Like last year, we didn't think Tame would be in there. We didn't think Bar would be in because I did. But Hadley, for example.
Yeah, Hadley are doing well, aren't they?
Hadley done well. Had a good pre-season as well. Hadley. So I spoke to Clarkey, and they've lost a few players, but they replaced them. And Clarkey's really happy with these squad. So last year you didn't expect them to be in the playoffs. But they'll probably be up there again this year. So you could have an Aylesbury who might do something. You never know in football. It's a strange old sport, isn't it? So I'm sure me and Paul just want to improve upon last year, and that's the target.
Yeah.
And Bill, I mean, what are you expecting at the Abbey?
The goal is going to be promotion. It has to be. For the last 2 seasons, getting so close. The only issue is how we're going to do it this season. We need to get off to a good start and try to attract 1 or 2 more players. We try to attract them with the style of play we play. We try to attract them with a pitch. We try to attract them with the coaching, but it's really, really difficult. It's a very, very strong league we're in, and financially, it's a very strong league. So it's kind of we've like Marlow gone into their league now. We was in a league with Marlow. Marlow's always been a strong team. We've played Marlow a few times, but what's happened with us, where we've jumped around so many leagues, we always go back in as Little Waltham Abbey. So we're Little Waltham Abbey. then we have to prove ourselves, then we have to go in. So it kind of helps one hand, but this time round we won't be as Little Waltham Abbey. We'll be as a team that should be looking to be in the top 5.
Mm. And the fixtures, I mean, for the Abbey, I mean, really, sort of up to sort of, I don't know, the end of September, you've only got 4 home games between September and what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away games, but it's just massive gaps of home games. I mean, you got Felixstowe on the 9th, Takeley the 12th, Concord the 23rd, Redbridge and Whittam 25th and 30th, and then you've got Redbridge away, Wroxham away, Tilbury away, and then Stanway at home.
Yeah, that's about Biggleswade or Welling Garden City. Whoever wins out of that Tuesday night.
Oh, you got each other in the cup, in the FA Cup. Or
Yeah,
Only if I beat Biggleswade it is, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, pick up.
Oh, interesting.
And it just
Interesting. Mully v Mully.
yeah, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting.
But
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for. I'm going to get over there Tuesday night. Mark see a couple of my spies over there the other day. Always either send someone or I'm over there myself just to watch and get as much information as I can. Really.
Yeah.
Well, if you are there Tuesday and I decide to go, bring your wallet with you, Bill, that big wallet, and you can buy me a beer.
Of course I will, mate.
Bill, I can't because I can't put a ticket aside for you, mate. Just
He always
No problem, mate.
yeah, just any other game I would do, mate. But it's FA Cup we don't do.
Yeah,
be there.
most clubs don't.
Yeah.
Well, I better get a ticket. It'll be a right better row. I'm telling you now, Marky boy, if I don't get a ticket, me and you, we're done.
Well, listen, guys, it's been fantastic having you back. Missed the 3 of you in pre-season and and the off season. It's great to have you 3 guys back with a big smile on your faces. Just hope this time next week you've still got that big smile on your face after the first games of the season. Next week with some tough games for all of you next week, and so you've got some real humdinger of a starts of the games. But the Reposs Non-League Show, we're also back tomorrow night, and our first guest tomorrow night are going to be Enfield Town and Helston. The following week, we've got the owner of Chelmsford City, Spencer Gore's going to join us as well. And then the week after, we may have something very, very special for you. We're still in talks with a certain person, and hopefully we'll have something very, very special for you the week after. And then 2 weeks after that, we're going to have a ladies special. We're going to have the manager of Leverstock come and join us, and also as well Ali, of course, is going to come on as well in the ladies special on that night. But of course, us 4, we'll all be back this time next week for another Reposs Managers View next week. But until then, thanks for watching.